of the week, Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm. Just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. SGA and Wallace in the backcourt. Aaron Wiggins out there with Lou Dort. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3.
Confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
They set the pick. Here's SGA. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Edwards. Out to the right wing. Randall finds Edwards. Shoots over Wiggins. Edwards, no good.
Turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, coach said. So our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Wiggins. Following the score by Minnesota. Good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them. Credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Talk about a guy who's really broken out. How about Aaron Wiggins, Tim?
Well, B.A., he certainly has. He's the former 55th pick in 2021. And you look at the versatility on both ends. He can shoot it, drive it, and defend multiple positions.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
DiVincenzo against SGA. Wiggins outside. Wallace outside. Clock at 6. Outside for Dort. Here's the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
That is the way they would like to play every night, but of course each opponent represents different challenges.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he was outstanding getting to the line and converting.
Off the mark there with a 3.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall from behind the arc. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 6. Inside, here's Holmgren, and the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor. Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The shot comes out.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
DiVincenzo with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Wiggins. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. Now here's Williams. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength. One that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
Making the commitment. Okay, thanks for the report, Chums. Joe's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo, the #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development. He said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you, Brian.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Edwards, that's good.
I just love the ball.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Down by 12. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Caruso. Still without a bucket. Williams' shot is good.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Conley, and he lays it up and in.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Mitchell against Conley. Mitchell, good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Edwards looking for an opening. Can't cash it in from close range. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Kenrich Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Joe in at the shooting guard position. Fires in the triple. Conley's got 5.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller's checked in for McDaniels. Juzang comes in for Edwards. And it's Highland in for Conley. And the basket by Joe. Joe's got his first 2 points of the night.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Highland, the pass to Miller. Back to Highland. From deep three-point land. The Thunder pull it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. The kick out to Ingles. Fires the 3. Caruso grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the Executive of the Year award last season. One more going OKC's way, Tim.
Well, it's well-deserved when you look at a championship team, and they are just getting started. You hate to use that D word, but when it's all said and done, they can run off a few of them.
From deep, Mitchell knocks down the long J. Mitchell's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Pass to Ingles. Here's Highland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder trail by 7. And it's Caruso penetrating. Williams.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
The Thunder have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And Williams punches it home.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Caruso. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
And Minnesota with possession here. Following the bucket by the Thunder. Another miss by Minnesota.